Hey guys, welcome to TJ Prime 2012. Today I'm here with my dad.
Hey guys.
And today we're going to be playing the game Jumanji. It says a game for those who seek to find a way to leave their world behind. Now we're going to open the box, read the directions. We're going to stop the video because, we need to read the directions, So now my dad is going to show us the stuff, and then we're going to move on and play the game.
So we have our little colored pawns here. That's how we know how to move. I'm the red one because you said you want it to be blue, right?
Yep.
Perfect.
You're the orange, actually.
Yeah, orange. Then we each get one of these special dice here, and they have different pictures on them that we'll have to roll to do the things that we need to do in a little bit. We have our number dice here that we roll, and that tells us how many spaces to move on our board.
If you roll a 5, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you lay down the...
So, then what we do is we have our rhino here. And what happens if we land on the rhino?
Like I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. So that means if I land on the rhino has to get in front of us, and we have to get a decent number to get out. 2, 4, 6, or 8.
Yep. Then we have our pile of cards here, and each card has a different picture on it and a secret message that we have to read. And how do we read it, bud?
With the decoder. See, you can barely see it, so you put on the decoder. It says, pretty flowers, but don't take a smell. Their petals are poison that will make you swell.
And each card has a secret number on it. And what's the secret number?
3.
3. And then what's the secret picture?
Sword.
So what happens is we'll flip this timer over, and we have to try and roll this picture before the timer's up. If we get the right picture, then we get to move the number of spaces on the secret number, which in this card was 3. If we don't get it, then the card has to go into our doomsday pile. And if we get 10 of them, what happens?
We both lose the game.
So we don't want to do that, do we? So let's put our pile over here and get that ready. Over here.
Decoder.
And we have our timer ready. And Mr. Rhino's ready to go.
Mr. Rhino.
So I think we're good to start the game, right?
Yep.
How about you go first?
Okay.
What number did you get?
6.
6. So you got a blank space, so now you have to pick a card and then go ahead and read the card for us with the decoder.
They like to laugh, but they are not your friends. If you take them literally, it will be your end.
Okay, and what's the secret number?
1.
And what's the secret picture?
Saber.
Okay, so what happens now is I have to try and roll to get the saber, which is the sword. Or, you know what they also gave to us?
What?
Our dice has a picture right here of something called an hourglass, and that's a wild, and it's a different color. So if we get that, that counts as getting it too. Now if I get it, the saber, then I get to move 1 space, and you stay where you are. But if I don't get it, then what do we do with the card?
What?
If I don't roll the saber, what do we do with our card?
We put it in the doomsday.
And we don't want to get too many in there, otherwise we both lose the game.
Yeah, if we get 10 in there, we lose the game.
Okay, so can you put the timer for me? And I'm going to try and get that sword. Tell me when to go.
And go!
Okay. I got it.
Sword already?
Look at that. Pretty cool.
Lucky.
I got the sword. So that means I get to move 1 space, and we don't have to put our card in the doomsday pile. It's all done, so we'll put it off to the side. Now it's my turn to roll the dice, and we'll see what happens. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, rhino
Uh-oh.
guy. Rhino
I
guy.
landed on a rhino. So what that means is I have to take the rhino, and I have to put it in front of you.
Me?
Yes, in front of you. That's what the directions say. And that means you can't move until one of us gets an even number. So a 2, a 4, a 6, or an 8.
Okay.
So now it's your turn. Let's see what you roll. A 4. Guess what that means?
Already.
That means we get to take Mr. Rhino away, and you get to keep going now.
Goodbye, Mr. Rhino.
So.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Already.
You got a rhino too?
Again.
What does that mean? Where does Mr. Rhino go? He goes in front of me. And that means I can't move now until I get an even number. So let's see. I hope I get one. 7. That's not an even number, so I can't move. So now you get to move. Or you get to roll, I mean. 8? What? Go ahead, move 8 places.
I was right here, right?
Yep. So first of all, because you got an 8, I get to take Mr. Rhino off, and I'm not blocked anymore.
I'm probably going to win.
Now you got a blank space. That means you got to pick a card now.
Oh, great.
Let's see what happens. Go ahead and read it for us.
A giant ice storm covered your knees. Quick, get inside or you might freeze.
What's the secret number at the top?
3.
And what's the special picture?
Die.
The dice. So
It says I have to roll a 2.
So I have to roll the dice here and see what I get. If I roll the dice, then I get to move 3 places. If I don't roll the dice, then we both stay where we are and we put the card in the doomsday pile. So flip the timer for me. Let's go. See if I get the dice.
Get the dice. Get the dice.
Uh-oh. Yes, I got it. Yes. So we both get to stay where we are. And I'll put this in our other pile, and it doesn't go in the doomsday pile.
There you go. I moved 3 for you.
Okay, bud. So you move 5 places, and you land on a secret jungle space. We're in trouble now. You know what that means?
What?
So you got to pick a card and read it. Read it with the decoder. Let's see what the card says.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh! What is that picture of? Let's read it and find out.
A building is crumbling. You are in trouble. Hurry and accept. Are you be covered in rubble?
Okay, so what's the secret number?
1.
And what's the secret picture?
X.
So here's what happens. Here's what we got to do. We're going to flip that timer over when it's time, and we both have to roll until we get an axe or the hourglass. If we both get it, that means we get to both move that number of spaces, and we get to be done. If we don't get it, both of us have to get it. If we don't, the card goes in the doomsday pile, and we got to draw another one. And we got to keep going until we both get the right thing.
And if we don't,
crazy.
If we don't, we get up to 10.
Then the game could be over and we'd lose right here without even getting further.
Yeah, we could be right there. We could just die.
So we're gonna flip the timer over and we'll say go, and we both have to try and get the axe, or remember the red one too. If you get the red hourglass, then we can stop. That counts too because that's wild. Okay, ready? Flip it over. Get the axe or the red one.
Red one.
I got the axe. Yes.
We both got it.
Sweet, dude. That means we both get to move 1 space forward, and now our card, since we made it, we're out of the jungle and we're free to go. Perfect. So now it's my turn to roll again, and I'm going to see what I get. A 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh God. I got the rhino.
Oh.
So I'm going to put the rhino in front of you, and you got to stay there until one of us rolls an even number, okay? So go ahead, you roll. Nope. You're stuck. So it's my turn. A 6. That's an even number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You're winning from me.
And you get to take Mr. Rhino off.
Get out of here, Mr.
And
Rhino.
it'll be your turn again.
Get out of here,
Okay.
guys. We've played the game, and now my dad needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to win. And I only need 1, 2, 3, 4 to win.
We're getting closer.
4 versus 11.
We had a couple jungle rounds too, and thankfully we got everything and we don't have any cards in our doomsday pile. So I think we might have a good chance to hopefully win this and not both of us lose, right?
Yep.
So I think it's your turn to go now, right?
Yep.
8.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So
I win.
So, well, hang on. I don't know if you have to. So you're the first player to get to the middle. Okay, so you got to say the magic word. What's the magic word of the game?
Jumanji.
And guess what?
What?
You won the game.
And you have to stay in Jumanji.
Good job. Oh, I'm stuck in the land, right?
Yep.
Uh-oh. So that was a fun game, huh?
You're now stuck in the land. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.
Bye.